Multiple news outlets are reporting that Donald Trump has selected Amy Coney Barrett to fill Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's seat on the Supreme Court. Barrett is an American lawyer, jurist, and academic who serves as a circuit court judge on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Seventh Circuit. She is considered to be an originalist and is often referred to as a female Scalia after her mentor, the late Antonin Scalia. According to the New York Times, President Trump has selected Judge Amy Coney Barrett, the favorite candidate of conservatives, to succeed Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and will try to force Senate confirmation before Election Day in a move that would significantly alter the ideological makeup of the Supreme Court for years. Mr. Trump plans to announce on Saturday that she is his choice, according to people close to the process who asked not to be identified, disclosing the decision in advance. The president met with Judge Barrett at the White House this week and came away impressed with a jurist that leading conservatives told him would be a female Antonin Scalia, referring to the justice who died in 2016 and for whom Judge Barrett clerked. As they often do, aides caution that Mr. Trump sometimes upends his own plans, but he is not known to have interviewed any other candidates for the post. Here's a clip of Judge Barrett as she spoke on CBSN about the replacement for Scalia 4 years ago and the controversy around Mitch McConnell refusing President Obama's pick.
Kennedy is a moderate Republican, and he replaced a moderate Republican, Powell. We're talking about Justice Scalia, the staunchest conservative on the court, and we're talking about him being replaced by someone who could dramatically flip the balance of power on the court. It's not a lateral move. And finally, the reality is we live in a different time. Confirmation hearings have gotten far more contentious. And so I just don't think we live in the same kind of time. So I think in sum, the president has the power to nominate and the Senate has the power to act or not. And I don't think either one of them can claim that there's a rule.
Now, as you can imagine, reactions have been coming in all across the internet as the announcement of Amy Coney Barrett has gone forth. One reaction came from former Labor Secretary Robert Wright, who served underneath President Bill Clinton. And this is what he said. "Make no mistake, Amy Coney Barrett would lock in a majority to overturn Roe versus Wade. She'll gut what's left of our campaign finance laws and voting rights protections, environmental protections, immigrant rights, LGBTQ plus rights, and limits on corporate power would all disappear." But the moment we begin making the argument about her qualifications or her style of conservatism, we have ourselves validated the fact that this process is allowed to continue. And while there may not be much that Democrats can do to stop this nomination and appointment process, what Democrats can do is make certain that Republicans know that the very next time they are in political power, they will stack the courts, because Republicans have shown that they have no intention of dealing in good faith, and they will break every rule and break every institution and break every norm and bend the Constitution however they want to get political advantages. And if Democrats are not willing to fight against Republicans as vehemently as Republicans are fighting for the wrong thing, then we will find that there will be far more issues that we have to deal with than the next Supreme Court appointee. We will not only deal with Amy Coney Barrett for the next 30 years because she is so young, but we will deal with a radically transformed America where all of the rights that we gathered across the 20th century will be removed by so-called originalists.